During Hurricane Dorian, we showed you just last week when ocean waves washed over A1A in Volano Beach. Sky Action News Jax flew the coastline after the storm to look for damage. Action News Jax Lorena Inclan explains the help coming to the area.
At its closest approach, Dorian was 100 miles off of our coast, and it still left its impact, especially in Volano Beach. These satellite images tell the story. On the left, you can see what it looked like before Dorian, and on the right is how it looked like after. Parts of the beach washed away.
This affects the whole county, St. Johns County. This affects our tourism. It affects our property values. That affects the money that's generated here in property values.
County Commissioner Jeremiah Blocker, who represents this area, says work is underway to further protect the beaches, and not just Volano.
Our goal is we're going to have an ongoing, sustainable beach renourishment plan for the whole county. Especially the vulnerable areas.
He tells me just yesterday, county commissioners voted to make sure there was enough money to pay for a feasibility and design study to figure out the best way to fortify the coastline against storms.
In the design study, which is part of the feasibility study, really helps us understand what needs to go in place to fully protect the beaches.
In the meantime, leaders here are keeping their eyes on the tropics and hoping the next storm stays far away.
And that was Lorena Inclan reporting. Areas like Volano are more of a challenge simply because of how close they are to the road is to the ocean, rather. Next at 6, how state and federal leaders are playing a role locally to help protect our coast.
Summerhaven in St. Johns County also saw breached dunes during Hurricane Dorian. Team coverage continues now with Action News Jax Danny Bozzini, who explains a plan to dip into emergency funds to prevent it from happening again.
Summerhaven is still feeling the effects from Hurricane Dorian. I'm next to the First Alert storm tracker. It was driving through St. Johns County when Dorian made its closest approach to our area. This satellite image shows Summerhaven before Dorian. Take a look right next to it. You can see Summerhaven after Dorian hit and this dune breach right here.
The area that breached, which is about a mile south of here, was in an area where no new dune had been built.
El Zara has been coming to Summerhaven for the past 73 years.
But I spend as much time as I can here.
He tells Action News Jax the area that breached near the south end of Summerhaven desperately needs to get fixed. He says it's an area that hasn't gotten a new dune, unlike the north end, which survived the storm.
If you don't get it done sooner, it'll just grow. It could close off naturally, but it might well just grow, and then it gets to be more time consuming and more expensive to deal with.
St. Johns County commissioners just yesterday voted to spend $500,000 in emergency funds to repair the breach.
It's the first step to stabilizing the area. And what folks maybe don't realize is that the breach flows into the Summerhaven River.
Even with this work on the fast track, construction won't take place until after this storm fades away. In Summerhaven, Danny Bozzini, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
And you can find a photo gallery showing the local damage left behind from Dorian by heading to actionnewsjax.com.